musical guest this evening, oh, here I am, is a perfect person to have on this salute to the tri-state area. He is a man who writes and sings about America. He's also from my home state of Indiana. His latest album's called Scarecrow, and tonight singing Small Town. Please welcome John Cougar Mellencamp.
My parents live in the same small town. My town is a small town. Provides a little opportunity. Educated in a small town. Taught to fear Jesus in a small town. Used to daydream in that small town. Another boring romantic that's me. But I've seen it all in the small town. Had myself a ball in the small town. Met an LA doll and brought her to this small town. That small town, just like me. No, I cannot forget from where it is that I come from. That's not forget to people who love me. I can be myself here in a small town. People let me be just what I want to be. A big town. Still hasty enough to say, look who's in the big town. But my bed is in a small town. Oh, that's good enough for me. Well, I was born in a small town, and I live in a small town. Probably die in a small town. Ah, that's probably where they bury me.
John. All right, folks, we have to pause here for station identification. We'll be right back to check on Larry's progress and take a look at some New York City. ambulance with our friend Larry. They're on their way to Byram, Connecticut, and gosh, I hope they make it. They have just over 15 minutes, but if they do get there, we'll be seeing them from the parking lot of Amerigo's Italian restaurant in Byram, Connecticut. Something certainly to look forward to and well worth staying up for. Now, once again, folks, playing Pink Houses, please welcome Lisa Germano on violin, Larry Crane on mandolin, and John Cougar Mellencamp. Folks?
All right, sports fans. Well, there's a black man with a black cat living in a black neighborhood. He's got an interstate running through his front yard. You know, he thinks his God is so good. And there's a woman in the kitchen cleaning up evening slop. And he looks at us, says, darling, I can't remember when you could stop a clock. Oh, but ain't that America for you and me? Ain't that America something to see, baby? Ain't that America home of the free, yeah? Little pink houses for you and me. There's a young man in a t-shirt and he's listening to rock and roll station. He's got a greasy hair and a greasy smile and he says, Lord, this must be my destination. 'Cause he told me when I was younger, he said, boy, I'm gonna be president. But just like everything else, those old crazy dreams just kinda can't wait. Oh, but ain't that America for you and me? Ain't that America something to see, baby? Ain't that America home of the free, yeah? Little pink houses. Now, and the chorus comes back if you know it, sing it, all right? Well, there's people, more people. What do they? No, no, no. Go to work in some high rise and a vacation down at the Gulf of Mexico. And there's winners and there's losers. Hey, but they ain't no big deal, 'cause the simple man, baby, plays for the thrills and the pills and the bills that kill us here in America. Now help me sing, all right? Ain't that America? You and me.
Thank you very much, folks. We'll be right back after this, folks, to talk with John. They're on their way to Connecticut still, and I don't know if they have a chance in hell of making it, but we'll let you know if they certainly do. Or maybe we won't let you know. Nice job. You sound great. Thank you very much for being here.
I appreciate it.
You excited to be here on our Tri-State Area show?
I thought it was going to be like Indiana, Ohio, and Illinois or something. You know, it's going to be the Tri-State show.
Gosh,
So
I wish
thought, well,
it
I
was.
take home, you know.
You know, this is you're probably tired of talking about this, but I think people do find it interesting that originally you're from Indiana,
Yeah.
and you're now a global rock and roll star. But you choose to make your home still in, is it Bloomington?
Bloomington, Indiana.
You were born where, in Seymour?
Seymour, Indiana.
Yeah, right.
Oh, yeah.
I have a large contingent here from Seymour. Is Seymour near Bloomington, right?
Yeah, it's about 45 minutes.
Yeah. And what's it like for you to be living there? I mean, you can't go anywhere, I would think.
Well, you know, people, they see me and they go, yeah, there goes John. And they just, it's pretty, most of the time people just walk up and say, hi, how you doing?
Yeah, they're real nice about it.
Oh,
then.
yeah.
You don't get folks driving by your house in all hours of the night?
Well, it all depends, you know, and I got a record out sometimes. There'll be kids out front and people spray paint my columns in front of my house, you know, hi, John, Harley Davidson, or whatever. You know.
And you don't mind that?
Well, I just go out there and wash it off.
Yeah, but after a while, you know, after like a couple of years of that.
Well, see, I don't got any place else. I don't have any place else to go.
Yeah. But you know, the reason you're there is you just feel comfortable there. That's your home.
Well, that's my friends are. My family's
Yeah.
there, and I guess I don't make friends real easy, so it's easy for me to stay there. And plus, you know, your head doesn't get out of proportion.
Yeah.
Because my friends, they say, oh, John, it's the same stuff he was playing 20 years ago. They're not too impressed with it.
And you shoot, are the videos that we see, are those shot there?
Yeah, I shoot everything in Indiana. I like to, get people involved, and it's fun, you know, when you can get your old high school buddy to come do a video
your
with
neighbors
you.
and stuff. Yeah, that would be a big kick for the folks living there.
Yeah.
And speaking of getting people involved, your grandmother is on this album?
Yeah, she said to me, my grandma calls me Buddy, and she sang an old song from the Depression, and she goes, well, Buddy, I don't think it sounds very good, but if you like it, okay.
And you took her into a recording studio?
Well, I have my own recording studio in Indiana, and so she just came over, and she was, you know, as nervous as I am doing this show.
Yeah, so that's great. Now, November 7th, you begin a big tour.
Yeah, I'm going to go out and play. I've been on the road for about 2.5 years,
Yeah.
so it's something to look forward to, I guess.
Yeah. What's the first city there?
I don't know.
Well, check before you get on the bus. Geez, it was great to see you. I've always wanted to meet you. I find this fascinating that you're still in Indiana. It's a great place to be.
Yep.
Nice to meet you,
Thank
John.
you.
We'll do a commercial, right? And we'll be right back.
Our next guest is a Grammy Award winner, a member of the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, and a fellow Hoosier. I'm delighted to have him with us here tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, say hello to our good friend, John Mellencamp. John, come on. I'm just going to, this is the number for the Surgeon General.
I'm not sure why would I need him?
I can't believe, but you are, and that's all I'm going to.
Your mic here for a second, John. Your mic's screwed up.
Are you with the show?
No. Sorry.
That's what happens when you retire, Dave. They just give up.
Everything goes to hell.
Yeah, just give up, man.
But see, you're not going to retire. You're one of these guys. You're on the road all the time, aren't you?
Pretty much.
Now, do you like being on the road or not?
Oh, I hate the road, but it's the only life I know, so
Yeah.
I'm there all the time.
What about it? You can't hate all of it. There's part of it you must hate. You must enjoy the shows. Every night coming out doing a show.
It's kind of a way to keep the songs alive, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, like, you know, I hear Todd's songs, and I don't understand why he's not in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. What's the deal with that, Todd?
Absolutely right.
I mean, I've written a couple of good songs here and there, but he wrote like a job of them.
Well, as long as we're on this topic, our friend Warren Zevon. What would be so wrong with putting Warren Zevon in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame? What would be so wrong with putting Paul in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame?
Well, I don't know. Schaefer, I don't know.
Ah, come on. Why you?
Canadian.
You know, oh, he's Canadian.
Canadians, yeah. Well, I can get in the Canadian Hall of Fame.
Well, you're in that, right?
Oh, yeah, I'm in that, yeah.
You're already in that, right?
John, when you are you in the middle of a tour? You played last weekend here in New York City. It was at the Apollo, wasn't it?
I played 2 nights at Carnegie Hall and 2 nights at the Apollo.
Good shows. Great.
Yeah, I got some good advice from a couple old guys, and I took it to heart. Pete Seeger said to me, he said, you know, John, if you want to have a long career, keep it small, but keep it going.
Keep it small, but keep it going.
That's right.
Well, nothing small about your career, but you have kept it going, my friend. But give us the highs and the lows of travel. Now, you're not in a bus, are you, when you go out?
No, I waste a lot of energy in a private plane.
Private plane, yeah. And then, but the band, of course, they're in a bus.
They're in a bus, yeah. Lincoln Continental.
And then when you get to the town, what do you do for fun during the day before a show?
I have a routine, you know. I work out, and that was really fun, and you know, because we both had heart attacks, Dave. Remember that part?
Mm-hmm. Oh, no, you had your heart attack was in Japan, for God's sakes, wasn't it?
No. Letterman's always got everything wrong.
Where was it?
It was in New York.
It was in New York.
Yeah, I was.
But it was on stage.
I don't know. I mean, you can laugh, but you don't know when you have those things. You know, I didn't feel well. I was on tour, and I went to back to Bloomington, where they have real doctors, and they
Indiana University, tremendous medical school. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Anyway, they have real doctors, and the guy looked at me and he said, "You've had a heart attack." And I went nuts. I said, I called him everything in the book. He said, rah, rah, rah. And then he said, John, you can say whatever you want to me or act any way you want.
Yeah.
But a first-year medical student could tell you you've had a heart attack.
Wow.
And I went, oh.
Mm-hmm. Now, as a public service, what were the symptoms, John?
They'd been telling me for years to get on cholesterol medicine, and I would go, am I all right now? And they'd go, yeah. And so I think, well, I'm all right now.
Sure.
But if I would have done what they had told me to do in the first place, I would have. Yeah, I would have.
Did you have the classic chest pains, shortness of breath?
No, my arms hurt.
Your arm hurt.
Arms. Both arms hurt, and I was more grouchy than normal. I was more bitchy than normal.
Yeah, you and I have that in common. And then the doctor, when it was all done, the doctor said, whatever you do, don't stop smoking. No.
Now, here's the way it plays out, Dave.
Yeah.
I'm only good at about 3 or 4 things. Smoking is my strong suit. My body is so polluted that anything... Now, I'm not a doctor. You know that, right?
I didn't know that. They told me you were a doctor.
I'm not a doctor.
I was told all day long that you're a doctor.
And so I figure my body is so polluted now that nothing could live in there. Cancer would go in there and go, I'm not going in there. There's got to be somebody else better to go into and destroy it.
Okay, sure.
So I'm going to keep smoking, and you know.
Well, like you say, you're good at it.
I'm good at it.
Yeah.
I've written a couple of good songs. I'm kind of good on stage, and I have a good first kiss. Other than that, I'm not worth a.
You have a good first kiss.
I'm useless.
He has a good first kiss.
After that point, I'm useless.
Now, what are we going to hear when you come back?
I'm going to dedicate this song to you, young man.
God bless you, my friend. We'll be right back with John Mellencamp, everybody. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, our good friend, the one, the only, John Mellencamp.
You know, Dave, my grandmother lived to be 100 years old, and she was doing pretty good till she got to be like 99 3/4, and I would go over and see her, and one day she asked me to pray, and she started praying, and all of a sudden, real loud, she goes, and me, and she always called me Buddy. She never called me John. She said, me and Buddy are ready to come home. And I went, whoa, Grandma. Buddy is not ready to come home. And she looked at me, and she gave me some good advice. I'm going to pass it on to you, Dave, due to your retirement. And just remember that we're looking for trouble, guys our age. We don't want to sit at home and just get old, so we're looking for trouble. But she looked at me and she said, you know, John, life is short, even in its longest days. And I'm passing it on to you, so enjoy yourself.
Thank you very much. Very kind of you. Thank you.
Seems like once more time ago, where I was supposed to be. My vision was true and my heart was true, and there was no end to what I could dream. I walked like a hero to the setting sun, and everyone called out my name, and death to me was a mystery, I was too busy raising up Cain. But nothing lasts forever, and when your best efforts just don't pay, there'll come a day you get sick and you won't get better. That's when life is short, even in its longest days. So we pretend not to notice that everything about us has changed, from the way that we look to the friends we once had. So we keep on acting the same. But deep down in your soul, you know you got no flame. Then which way to go? Our lives are short, even in their longest days. All we got here is a rearview mirror, reflections of where we've been. So you tell yourself, hey, I'll be back up on top someday. But you know there's nothing waiting up there for you anyway. 'Cause nothing lasts forever, and when your best efforts just don't pay, sometimes you get sick and you won't get better. That's when life is short, even in its longest days. Friends, our lives are short, even in their longest days.
Thank you, my friend. Thank you.
Good luck to you.
Thank you. John Mellencamp, ladies and gentlemen. Lovely. Thank you, Todd. That's all we got. Good night, everybody.
Now, stay tuned for James Gordon. This is Alan Calder speaking. Good night, everybody.